Bonjour, brought to you by Safaricom, a proud sponsor of Team Kenya at the Olympics.
Well, hello there and welcome to another special edition of Bonjour. My name is Bernard Ndong. As you can see, this is a solo train. Mr. Elias Makori, of course, is preparing to head back home to Nairobi. But it's been a wonderful journey covering the Olympic Games here in the French capital. And I can tell you it's been quite the experience. Now, let's just reflect on what transpired, because Team Kenya managed to achieve one more medal better than what they were able to achieve in 2020 in Tokyo. They managed to garner 11 medals in total. Of course, the biggest talking point is the fact that Beatrice Chebet managed to bag 2 gold medals. That is the women's 5,000 meters, and of course she triumphed again in the women's 10,000 meters. So it was a very special championships for Beatrice Chebet. It was also very special for another athlete, that is Faith Kipyegon. Faith Kipyegon was the captain of Team Kenya. She shared a bit of controversy in the women's 5,000 meters, but she still managed to make history as well, because she was able to make it 3 consecutive victories in the women's 1,500 meters. So she won it in the previous Olympics in 2020, and then she had won it in 2016 in Brazil. So it's been a memorable outing for her. So I managed to speak with her after her victory in the 1,500 meters to reflect on what the Olympics meant to her and how it felt for her to have won 3 consecutive women's Olympic gold medals. Tell us about Saturday night. You managed to achieve a three-peat in terms of the 1,500 meters gold.
Yeah, that was my biggest goal. You know, I've been training and dreaming of getting this gold medal for the third time, and I got it yesterday. So it was just a beautiful memories and beautiful feeling to have got this gold medal for the third time. So I was so grateful. Yeah.
But it wasn't an easy race, the last 400 meters especially.
Yeah, it was not easy race. It was going very fast, but you know, 1,500 nowadays, you have to be in 350 shape. If you are not 350 shape, I don't think you are gonna medal, because most of the ladies are running very fast nowadays. They're very fast, so you have to be fast as well. So for me, I was well prepared after getting smashing my own world record a few months ago. I was like, yeah, I got this. I'm in the right direction towards Paris to defend my title. I was not dreaming of 5,000, but the 1,500 was just about making history.
Who did you speak to first immediately after winning the gold medal? Because I know it's been an interesting week for you. We'll go back to that shortly. But who did you reach out to first?
After yesterday, I reached out to my husband. He was still awake. He was watching the 1,500. It was very late. It was after my race. After my race, it was. I don't remember exactly what was the time, but I think that was somebody. I called him first and just talked with him. He told me congratulations, and I was so happy to have talked with him.
We saw you having tears. We go back to the 5,000 meters. It was a very tough race for you, because you bagged your silver, and then there's these discussions that there's something off about the victory.
Yeah, well, with the 5,000, it was a little bit dramatic, but you know, this is sports, and you know, we accept the outcome. So, but for me, I was so happy with the silver medal, and I was like, yeah, I got this, and have trained for many years for this medal. You know, whatever, if it was gold or silver or bronze, I knew I got this. But you know, I think what trained my energy and trained my mind was the DQ, because you know, I don't know how I got that DQ until today. You know, so coming back after that DQ, it took a lot of I don't know, it took a lot of time to rethink and to re-energize, to just be strong in 1,500 and win my gold medal. And you know, I was like, now I get the DQ, am I going to perform well in 1,500? Because it's already in my mind. Because you know, when you run with the DQ in your mind, you can also lose the other one. So, but I really thank my team for supporting me and believing in me and telling me, now what has happened has happened. This is sport, just focus for the next assignment. So it was really cool.
How important was the support by Kenyans? Because you saw a lot of support on social media as well. I'm sure you got messages as well, even within the Team Kenya contingent that's here in Paris.
Yeah, I call a big support, you know, for also Team Kenya here in Paris to go out there and figure out what happened. it really even encouraged me to still wake up and know that if all my fans and my team have supported me this way, I still have to bounce back and win the 1500 for my country. So the support and the love I got was just amazing. So it was just amazing feeling and energized. So it really energized me to still come back and just win a gold medal. Yeah.
Your Team Kenya captain. Of course, the Olympics are concluded. How's the responsibility being the captain of Team Kenya, and how was the performance in general for you?
Yeah, for me being general captain was just amazing, you know, to have given that opportunity by the team. It's just a nice feeling, and to lead the Olympic team is not just easy. But everybody was doing the right things, and we really performed well, and we are going back home with the medals, and yeah, we are proud of ourselves that we did it, and hopefully it has come to an end of Olympics, so it was just amazing.
How does it feel being here at the Nike house, the athletics house, being celebrated, being honored, being among champions as well? How does it feel for you?
You know, for me, Nike has been part of my family since I was a little girl. I was around 15 years. So I've been with them. They have been my mentor, you know. Being growing a small girl to a big girl now, I think I'm here sitting today or being here in family house at like, I don't know how to express Nike, because they are really supported me.
Family.
Yeah, they are part of my family. They have been building me from junior to senior, and I think we still have a long way to go with Nike, with this support, amazing support they have given me. Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't forget the performance of Emmanuel Wanyonyi in the men's 800 meters. Now, Kenya has won the 800 meters gold, not once, not twice, but 5 times consecutively. From 2008 in Beijing, China, 2012 in London, 2016 in Rio, Brazil, 2020 in Tokyo, and in Paris right here, 2024, Kenya won again consecutively. So it's been a dominant display as far as the 2 laps race is concerned as well for Team Kenya.
Yeah, I would look at this Olympic cycle is a different one. You've seen the magnitude of the competition. It's very stiff. Here is, for the first time, we celebrate even a bronze. Unlike previously, when our preference has always been gold. Because getting a medal here, you find some other countries have not achieved anything. Our competitors like Ethiopia only having 1 gold medal and 1 silver. Coming back to our athletes, I would say it's a commendable job. Winning gold medal in 5,000 meters and 10 by Beatrice was a commendable. Remember, we've never won any gold medal in 10,000 meters women. That was an achievement. Come to 5,000 meters as well. We've gotten silver through Kwemoi, very commendable. Then the icing on the cake was Faith Kipyegon, 1,500 meters gold medal, doubling 5,000 meters silver. That was great. Remember, we had a very huge fight reclaiming back for her to be reinstated on the 5,000 meters when there was an appeal against her. That was a very good job.
Well, it's important to appreciate also the fact that Kenya was not only represented in athletics, we had the Malkia strikers who are here as well, the women's national volleyball team. We also had the national rugby sevens team, Shujaa. They were competing as well in the rugby sevens. We also had a judoka who was competing as well. And we also had, for the first time ever in the history of Kenya, somebody competing in fencing. Alexandra Ndolosic made her debut for Team Kenya at the Olympics. This is what they felt about the experience here in Paris.
It was an amazing feeling to qualify for the Olympics, because I've been dreaming about this since I was a little kid, and now I can finally call myself an Olympian.
Paris is a good place to be. We've been shown a lot of hospitality. Our time at the village has been good. We can't say we've had any issues. Tumefurahi kuwa within the village. They've made our operations very smooth.
Well, as always during the Olympic Games, it's important to appreciate that the different sporting disciplines are under the auspices of the National Olympic Committee of Kenya. So how did they rank this year's Olympics? Let's listen to what they had to say about Paris.
This has been very exciting. It's great. We are so happy as a nation because we've done what we expected to do here. And it's a big day for the Kenyans. It's worth celebrating. And I can tell all our Kenyans that we will continue propelling our athletes to greater heights.
Oh my God, we're just overwhelmed. We are so excited. I did not expect is it 800?
800
to
meters.
win today, and he won. We won 2 gold medals and a silver. We are so excited. I came mainly for Faith. It was a birthday gift for me, so I'm just happy. The best birthday gift ever.
And then, yeah, it was amazing. I really enjoyed the 800 meters. The guy was like not expected, and he won last for like a very small difference with the second. Was wonderful, amazing.
And then
Kipyegon, 3 times
Yes.
Olympic champions in a row. That's the queen of Kenya.
Yes.
Many Kenyans, they didn't expect a gold medal in 800 meters from Wanyonyi. So we are happy because yeah, they did it. We have Senjati. Senjati showed, especially if you're following the Diamond Leagues, like Senjati was so strong. But Wanyonyi really played a great role. The Rudisha tactics, a front runner from starting to the end. And that really has shown that as Kenya, we are still the powerhouse of athletics.
Maoni yangu ni mazuri kwa sababu tumekuwa prepared, lakini tumeona kuna vitu zingine tunaweza kufanya zaidi. Hata mbio ndogo fupi pia tunaweza zifanya.
Well, I can tell you for a fact, covering the Olympic Games was quite the adventure for myself and Elias Makori, because we had the privilege of actually meeting the President of France, Emmanuel Macron. That's how my journey started here in Paris. Of course, we were hosted at the headquarters of the presidency at the Elysee, and it was quite the experience. I've never ever been there in my life. I've met other world leaders, but meeting the President of France just before the start of the Olympics was something very special. Just interacting with him. I managed to also get a selfie with the President. I think for me that was something special. I was not there for work. I was there just for the experience, and meeting him I think was something special, and I was even surprised that he knows a lot about Kenya. And we had about 2 minutes or so talking to him and interact with him. We also managed to meet the First Lady, Brigitte Macron, so it was something very special for myself and Elias Makori. I think for us, we were in a state of awe. It's understandable. Some of these opportunities come once in a lifetime, but also because of such an environment, the Olympics, because remember, we have about 10,000 plus athletes who are here in Paris just for the competition. And also we have a lot of journalists from around the world. We have fans from around the world. You can see there in the background, there are a lot of people just taking photos, enjoying themselves, just drinking in and savoring this opportunity to be in the city of lights or the city of love, depending on how you look at it. But for me, what was fascinating was how I was able to meet different individuals from different parts of the world. Now, the next individual was very special, because when I met him, I was doing my work at the media center, and then I had the Kenyan colors. I had something wearing with the Kenyan colors, and this Italian journalist just approached me and he told me, look, first of all, he was looking at me and I was a bit surprised. I thought there was something untoward. Maybe I had a stain on my shirt, but he looked at me keenly and then he waited for me to finish whatever I was doing. And then he approached me and said hello to me in Swahili. I was very shocked. I was very surprised. So here's a very fascinating story. He's worked in East Africa for many years, and that's the reason why he was able just to tell me that he loves those 2 countries, Kenya and Tanzania, but also he's able to speak Swahili.
Jina langu ni Giorgio, like Armani, but without the money. Ninatoka Italia. Iko hapa kwa piga picha ya swimming, water polo. Kenya sio mingi, lakini iko hata kwa swimming pool iko Kenya kidogo. Sasa ninapenda sana kupiga picha yake. Alifanya kazi pale Nairobi kama kwa video library, Italian video library. Lakini sasa baada ya mwaka moja badilisha naenda Tanzania, nafanya kazi kwa Porini kama lodge manager. Alirudi Kenya baada ya miaka kama 7, kwa miaka miwili Nairobi, tengeneza Masai fashion accessories. Alitoka karibu Mwanza. Yeye ajui Kiingereza. Sasa kila kitu nini kiti mingi, no viti. Sasa kidogo najua Kiswahili, ndio. Waitaliano yote naenda pale kufanya biashara ya turismo. ninafikiri Watamu ni mzuri sana. Malindi.
Well, for Team Kenya, they obviously got a lot of support from different corporate organizations. And one of the key corporate organizations was Safaricom. They've been very, very keen in nurturing sporting talent.
Bingwa ni mtu mwenye anajituma, ako self-discipline, na ni mtu mwenye ni hard working. Si kitu rahisi kukimbia na ile kukubali kufanya hiyo kazi, ndio maana wanaitwa bingwa. Safaricom pia ni bingwa kwa sababu wanatusupport Team Kenya.
Well, that's it in terms of reviewing what has been a memorable Olympics for myself and Elias Makori. Thank you so much for joining us on Bonjour. As always, au revoir.
Bonjour, brought to you by Safaricom, a proud sponsor of Team Kenya at the Olympics.